By the end of 2024, China's electric vehicle revolution hit a milestone no one saw coming. Annual plug-in sales topped 11 million units. That's more than half of all new cars sold, month after month, in a market once dominated by gas guzzlers. But behind the neon glow of charging stalls lies a truth. This boom may be built on borrowed time. Today, China hosts over 130 electric vehicle brands, an ocean of startups, joint ventures, and legacy giants all vying for a slice of the world's largest car market. Out of almost 130 electric car manufacturers, only 15 may survive by 2030, according to a new report. That means a mass culling is coming, one so brutal it rivals the U.S. auto shakeout of the 1920s, when 253 car makers in 1908 dwindled to just 44 by 1929. Those survivors consolidated into the Big Three, and China's EV scene is hurtling toward its own version of automotive extinction. Remember Neta? A breakout star at the 2024 Beijing Auto Show, it boasted slick concept cars and global ambitions. By mid-2025, unpaid bills and evaporating orders forced it into administration. Its shiny factory now stands silent, a monument to boom and bust in hyperdrive. Neta is far from alone. Dozens of other hot startups, A-Ways, Leap Motor, even names you've never heard, have quietly folded or are circling the drain. They fell victim to one simple fact: too many players chasing a cooling market. For years, local governments rolled out the red carpet. Free license plates in Shanghai, massive trade-in rebates in Chongqing, purchase tax waivers in Zhengzhou. The state poured an estimated $230 billion into EV subsidies between 2009 and 2023. But subsidies have a shelf life. By June 2025, at least 6 major cities hit the brakes on incentives, having burned through their budgets. Overnight, free plates became a $3,000 ticket. Buyers balked, and shockwaves rippled through automakers already bleeding cash. Price wars ensued. To keep assembly lines humming, some brands slashed sticker prices below sustainable levels, sometimes below production cost. Factories operate like loss leaders. Every car delivered inches them closer to the red. Meanwhile, battery minerals are no bargain. The post-2022 lithium crash shuttered dozens of mines, then cobalt spiked on fear of Congolese export bans. Nickel, graphite, manganese, every link in the supply chain strains under surging global demand. When commodity costs tick back up, EV makers will feel it in their margins. And with margins already whittled down from near 3% in 2019 to under 1% today, there's precious little buffer left. A hidden trap has emerged too: zero-mileage used cars. Dealers register fresh EVs to claim subsidies, then re-export them as pre-owned models. It's legal arbitrage, but it distorts sales data, crushes residual values, and leaves second-hand buyers staring at drained batteries. Even the official mouthpiece has raised alarms. The People's Daily called this involution, warning that subsidy looting schemes undermine trust and force honest players into ruin. Then there's the power grid. China still gets roughly 60% of its electricity from coal. In Hunan and Hebei, planners are testing parked EVs as mobile batteries to shave peak loads. That's a tacit admission. Juice millions of cars on an aging network and blackouts become a very real risk. Tax breaks are expiring next. The mammoth 520 billion yuan purchase tax cut unveiled in 2023 phases out by 2027. Lose that support, and the sticker shock could snowball into a full-blown sales slump. Overseas, Chinese EV exports are hitting walls too. The EU has launched anti-subsidy probes, and U.S. tariffs of up to 100% on pure EV imports are choking growth. Last year, exports of Chinese plug-ins fell over 10%, a warning that foreign escape hatches are closing fast. Domestically, growth is cooling off. June 2025 saw EV uptake rise just 29.7% year-on-year, down from the blistering 50% gains of late 2023. Tesla, China's top foreign EV maker, managed only an 8.8% sales uptick, its slowest since entering the market. All the factors that sparked this revolution, lavish subsidies, state backing, and anything-goes chase for market share, are shifting beneath industry feet. Regulators are hunting fraud, local governments are tightening coffers, and overseas doors are slamming shut. Who will survive this Hunger Games of the auto world? Scale, cost discipline, and true innovation will win out. Consultants predict survivors will include BYD, Geely, Chang'an, Chery, and the state-backed giants like SAIC-GM-Wuling and Dongfeng. Any carmaker selling fewer than 2 million units annually risks being outgunned on R&D and economies of scale. As automotive engineering professor Zhu Sikan warns, those below that threshold simply cannot keep pace technically. Many startups, including Xpeng, NIO, and Li Auto, must choose merge or vanish. Indeed, Xpeng's boss, He Xiaopeng, reckons most Chinese brands will be gone within a decade, leaving only 7 powerhouses to dominate. It's bold, but the writing's on the wall. For survivors, expansion abroad is the lifeline. Alex Partners suggests Chinese automakers could double their European market share to 10% by 2030. Already, you see Chinese plug-ins and local production plans in Germany, Spain, and beyond. It's both strategy and necessity. Back home, local brands now command 2/3 of the market, a record 67% in 2025, pushing foreign names to the fringes. But even in this stronghold, fierce competition and dwindling incentives mean only the toughest will thrive. In the months ahead, watch for 3 telltale signs of carnage: fresh profit warnings from smaller EV startups, further city-level subsidy suspensions, and any public alerts of grid stress or emergency charging curbs. These will be the canaries in the coal mine for China's electric future. This isn't just a market correction. It's an existential battle over who shapes the next century of mobility. Will China's EV titans, hardened by state support and scale, emerge victorious? Or will a leaner, smarter cohort of global players seize the wheel with better tech and sustainable business models? Either way, the era of endless EV growth in China is ending. What follows will be defined by consolidation, ruthless cost cuts, and a relentless race to innovate or die. If you've made it this far, you know the next chapter probably won't be gentle. Hit subscribe for ongoing deep dives into the auto revolution. Because when the dust settles, the survivors will be the ones writing the future of cars. Thanks for watching.